Hey guys, Sideways Gear Guys here. I'm Seb, and today I'm going to talk about the Nidecker Tracer. This thing's an Asym racing board, which you gotta buy in goofy or regular. Yeah, it's a little bit out there, but that's what I wanted to grab. One of these boards, a little bit different, way out of what I wanted to ride, and man, was I blown away. This board I can't talk more highly of. It's well-rounded. It does way more than I expected, and you know, for a board in this price range, it's affected at almost anywhere. But where this board lies, you know what I mean, if you're going to be doing like the bank races, you know, Baker Bank Slalom, the Seymour Bank Salmon, you know what I mean, the Rat Race, any one of these guys, this is where I think this board would really attack and be the best. And it's also does very good outside those areas, but that's where the most fun. This board isn't burdenous. It's very good in controlling where you want to go and how you want to get there. This thing has a lot of ollie power. It does everything exceptionally well. Kind of blew me away. Kind of took me back, being like, hey, a race board can ride this well. Like riding it switch was really nice. Spinning it was fun. And the big thing which it gave you is a little bit more confidence. When you started gripping on your toe edge and you went back those heels, I was kind of like taken back at how much grip and how much control I had. Kind of changed the style of riding because I could really track and direct the board a little bit easier. The initiation turn, when you initiate a turn, it really cuts on the nose there, the contact point. You can really guide it and it goes straight through, and when you lean on it, you're controlling it. And so that bit of forward and aft movement, you can drive on there and transition from each edge really nicely and pop right into some nice little ollies over the rollers. It did exceptionally well, and then thread right in the trees, and it just blasted through the trees. It's something where I didn't expect this board to do that well, and the POW and the different scenarios that right away that I had it in. I thought it was going to be a little bit more challenging and a burden to ride when you look at something like this. Even though it's big and pink, that's the side of this board is the visual look to it. It's strange, but man, it rides well. So don't judge a book from this cover. That's what I really try not to do. I mean, go in there with just being like, what I want this thing. I'm gonna ride my normal way. I'm gonna go fast. I'm gonna find some side hits. I'm gonna carve it around. I'm gonna put it through its paces and then go do things that I'm not supposed to do on it. Yeah, I took it through the park, but the camera with the downward angle of the board, it quit. And yeah, it was -18, a little chilly. And so continued on with the day and rode and the angle what I have. And so you can see that it rode well in the park. Don't have those shots. It rode well switched in a few different areas. But the big thing when you hear the video, and I'll cut it in, is when I was riding in the helmet cam, you could just hear me like cursed up a storm being F yeah. This thing's fucking awesome. This thing's so much fun. What is it? It's an Asym. Really nice. This thing is great.
Really?
Yeah. Hell yeah, this thing's sick. My God, this is making me ride a little bit stronger. And there's one scenario in specific that I'm looking at, remembering, is when I took a hit and it kind of ollied, and usually would drop off a little, like step down in a little transition and back on the cat track, and usually I'd hit that and be really toe heavy, and that one gave me a little bit of weird options, so I land on the heels to try it out, thinking I'm gonna skitter and blow out like I usually would do, and this thing tracked and allowed me to hit the secondary hit that I wanted and continue on like threading the needle through the friggin' eye of the storm, man. It was awesome. It was a blast. I don't know, guys, like if you can find one to ride, do it, because you'll probably buy one, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you find a last year's model or you know what I mean, next year, they haven't changed it in 2021, but the 2020 version, it is a fantastic snowboard. It is great. I'd highly recommend going out there if you want something different and you're in the age of 25 to 105 and you want something race-worthy and your bank slaloms, you know what I mean, and orientated, this is where this board attacks. Is really good for those tight turns, but also you can just ride everywhere, and so when you go into those scenarios and you're racing, you're on the board that you know the best. But you know what I mean, guys, check out your local board shop. If you can't find a board there, we have our advent link down low. Check that guy out and support the channel through that. You know, comments below always welcome. You know, let's start the chatter. But until next time, guys, Sideways Gear guys, out.